Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little bit of a different video format. I don't know how the quality will turn out. It looks a lot better on my phone than when I've uploaded it onto YouTube. Um, this was the first commander deck that I bought. It's the one that I've used, actually. A Tarka World Render. But yeah, this is I really like this deck case. Ultimate Guard. And I've got like my, the dice that I already owned. Because like at one point I was going to play D&D, but I couldn't find anybody to play with. Let's see, how about let's check in this? Normally because I'm on camera, I can't open this. That's exactly what that is. Because normally I can get this first try. Because there we go. Yep, that's what it was. And then, show me the cards. Show me. Get these tokens out. Because it did come with tokens. This is primarily a dragon deck. So I've got like a bunch of tokens that it came with. That is the one thing that's kind of cool. Is it comes with the tokens and the treasure tokens. Which is kind of nice. Again, clear sleeves. Because I like the look. So we'll start with our Taka. Yeah, I just realized it's probably going to show them backwards. Which I feel like is not going to work for you guys, is it? We'll try it and I'll watch the footage. And if it's atrocious, I'll just have to do it the other way. Because I don't know how you, because that just, maybe when I watch it, it won't look backwards. But yeah, there's that one. That is the commander that it comes with. Which I think there's another one in here that could replace it. So it's flying and trample. And whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike until the end of turn. And we've got a Talisman Impulse. I've only gotten to play this one once so far. Like, when I say I am brand new to this, I've been to 2 game nights total. One was for Commander, and one was for Structure, which there's a video for the Structure deck. Depending on how this turns out, I may re-record that one. Horde Smelter Dragon. Getting the artwork on all these cards. Phenomenal. And this is a red and green. Not sure how well it all plays together, as I've only been able to play it once, and the first time I went, it was the first time playing Commander. Like, I knew the basic bare bones steps from playing Arena for the most part, but it was like a table of 6 people playing all at one time, and I could not keep up with it. But this is a Hunter's Insight. Hopefully this is not showing it completely backwards. It's an instant. Choose target creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw that many cards. The reason I'm showing you is I enjoy videos like this. And if you're trying to decide on if you want to buy a precon deck, commander deck specifically, maybe you're not sure which one you want for one you don't know what they come with, right? Maybe you know a little bit more than I do, or a lot more than I do, but you're still considering getting one instead of building your own. It might help to know what they come with. Elemental Bond. And also, I just kind of enjoy it. This is something that I enjoy and I want to share it. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. That doesn't sound too good. So far, reading the cards, they sound nice. A mountain. I don't really feel the need to show all of those. Dragon Tempest. Enchantment. I mean, just look at the artwork. That glare, oh my gosh. It's cloudy. I don't even know why there is a glare. There's hardly any sunlight out here. Whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, it gains haste until the end of turn. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of dragons you control. And this deck is full of dragons. Another mountain. And none of these, I'll show the lands that aren't just basic lands, but the basic ones I'll just skip through. Like this one, for example. Game Trail. So that can be red or green. As Game Trail enters the battlefield, you may reveal a mountain or forest card from your hand. If you don't, Game Trail enters the battlefield tapped. Sweet. And then this is one of the green cards. It's Loaming Shaman. If I knew how to edit, it'd probably be easier just to show. And we got a forest. You know, some grass. Just kidding, that was weird. Pretend like I didn't do that. Sakura Tribuilder. Creature. Snake Shaman. Probably won't read them off anymore. As long as you can see the name clearly, you can look it up. There's plenty of apps for Magic the Gathering. Or you can pause the video if that is just one of the reasons I'm holding it there too. Akum Hellkite, which is a creature dragon. Vandal Blast, which is a sorcery. Let me know what you guys think of these cards. Feel free to tell me if one of these cards is, in your opinion, garbage and should be replaced with something else. Because the people that showed up on game night for Commander, they knew what they were doing. And there was a control who was keeping one player from just ending the game. Forced. And everybody else was playing well as well, but you could tell this one guy had just so his whole deck was combos. Like he was just ready to pop off the whole time. And the other guy had to just kind of like make it stop so we could all play. We ended up playing one game for like 2 hours. But it was fun though, I learned a lot. I mean, how else do you learn? But the only thing was, not used to shuffling that many cards, much less in sleeves. This is a Command Tower, a land. And I guess I didn't shuffle them very well. I did not pull an island because I was nervous, so I didn't ask for a mulligan. And I did not pull a land or anything for the first like 4 or 5 turns. And I was just kind of like, pass. The mountain. I really should count and see how many lands this comes with. Scourge of Valkus. Oh, that's from the reflection is from the sleeve. I really hope this isn't showing it backwards. Another mountain. So I may go through at the end of the video, if it's possible to pause it and restart it. I don't know if I can do that. Commander's Sphere. This goes well with my commander. Says, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Sacrifice Commander's Sphere. Draw a card. I feel like that would probably go well with any commander. Well, it's called Commander's Sphere, right? I'm assuming. Haven of the Spirit Dragon. This is a land. I wonder how much money the people who design the cards make. I would assume a lot. But then also the amount of cards they have to make. Lord have mercy. And the mountain. Rapacious Dragon. This is a creature. Blowing fire. It's a blue fire. Hot fire. Forest. Sweltering Suns, a sorcery. This one's kind of interesting to me. It deals 3 damage to each creature. So, does that do 3 damage to all creatures, including mine, or just my opponents? Because it doesn't say, it just says to each creature. Because I'm like, why would I want to do 3 damage to my creatures? Seems kind of counterproductive. Because I don't think I have anything in here that allows me to pull from the, or at least not like frequently. A land. The problem is there's so many cards and I have some short-term memory issues. So I have not like long-term memorized these cards and I can't remember everything that's in here. Beast Within. It's interesting. Kind of a weird looking card. Probably should hurry up. I'm probably getting too long. Yeah, around 11 minutes. Harmonize. Cool looking. Draw 3 cards. I'm sure that's a good one. Why wouldn't I want to be able to draw 3 cards? Land. This one is called Cinderglade. Mountain. Dragon's Horde. Artifact. Magma Quake. An instant. Magma Quake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each planeswalker. Nice. Tyrant's Familiar. Flying and haste. Comes in at a 5/5 for how many mana? 7. Lord have mercy. This video is... I may have to cut this short. Okay, so we're going to speed this up. Blossoming Defense. A land. Mountain. Forest. Forest. Mountain. What in the world? Mountain. Mordant Dragon. Provoke the Trolls. I guess as long as it's not a 30-minute video, will be good. Unleash Fury. Swiftfoot Boots. Oh, wait, I've seen this on YouTube. It's really cool when I get a card and I'm like, I've seen that on YouTube, or I've seen that on TikTok, or freaking Magic Arena. Like, obviously, right? But I don't know, it's cool. I like it. Don't hate, appreciate. We're all mad here. Dragon Spear Shaman. This is kind of a interesting one. The dragons are always so scary and powerful looking, but in this one he's got one on a leash, which is interesting. And he still looks scary, but yeah. Mountain. Furnace Whelp. I feel like I've seen a video, not for this deck specifically, but where they said this was a definitely a card to swap out. Because it's like 4 mana, and you can pay an additional 5th mana to give it a +1 attack, which just puts it at a 3/2. That could probably be swapped out for something better. Hopefully the rain's not too loud. The reason why all these first 3 videos are in my car is I work security, and I am sitting in the middle of a parking lot, a construction parking lot, keeping an eye on it. But I have downtime, so wanted to do something while there was no one to interrupt me. Crucible of Fire, Dragon Mage. Oh yeah, I like the way this one looks. Look at the wings. Dream Pillager. Or Pillager. I like rainbow. Which I guess makes sense. Dream Pillager. Kind of pillage your dreams. That one's a 4/4 for 7. And then an Arcane Signet. I've definitely seen that one online. It's kind of cool. I feel like the overall theme for this is get as many dragons out, power them up, and just obliterate. And then you've got some green cards to help with that. Hunter's Prowess. Figure you more experienced people will recognize a lot more of these cards and can just sit there and be like, yay, nay, nay, nay. Draconic Disciple. Why do some of these have the gold, like border? Because that one's not a legendary. Shamanic Revelation. I've noticed most of the green cards in here are sorceries. There are some creatures, but most of them are sorceries, I've noticed. And then that other deck that I made a video about was mostly black with a dash of blue. But everybody always talks about how with blue decks, people are just countering spells left and right, and that's like all they do, right? There wasn't, I don't think there was any counter spells really in the blue for the black and blue deck. The Gaia and, what's its name? It's a Forest, which I thought was interesting. It was almost like they just threw that in there to throw it in there. And I'm tempted to take the blue out and just make it a whole black deck. Dragon's Lord Servant. Or do I have to play blue because of the commander having blue in it? Or can I just, or does it just mean I have the option? I think that's what that means. You're gonna rain louder, she thinks. Cultivate. And this video may have to wait till I get home because it's going to be too long of a footage to download from here. Clan Defiance. Some mountains. Dragon Master Outcast. We're almost there. Primal Might. And I'm going to get some boosters as soon as I can to open. And I know singles are better to buy, but I have no idea what singles to buy. And I think that'd just be fun for camera. And for collecting. And to play with and maybe just build, practice making decks. Code Razor Regent. Savage Ventmaul. On Arena, I use a lot of ghosts. Forest. Thunderbreak Regents. And ninjas on Arena. Kind of like the ghost and the ninjas on there. Return to Nature. Kazandu Refuge. That's pretty. You can see it. It's a land. Just some of them are just kind of just beautiful. Harbinger of the Hunt. I promise I can read, but I do have a little bit of a speech impediment. Or whatever. I'll mix, combine, forget words, all kinds of stuff. Stutter, you name it. Chain reaction. That one actually sounds like it's a pretty decent one too. Chain reaction deals X damage to each creature, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. If you're playing like a big game of like 6 people for some crazy reason, you throw that out, they might have quite a few creatures. Steel Hellkite. Dragonkin Berserker. My hand twitched for a minute. Garruk's Uprising. Not real sure why this is in here, but it's in here. This is one I've seen on YouTube where they're opening some of these precon commander decks, and they're just like, why is this in here? It doesn't match at all. I mean, for one, it's dinosaurs and what looks like not a caveman, but you know. This is a dragon deck, not a dinosaur deck, I thought. Spitflame. I'm still just happy to play. And to have some, you know. Because this deck was 25. Demanding Dragon. And no, I'm not looking at the camera. I keep forgetting and looking at myself. Because, for one, I don't even... I mean, I know where it is, but it's not, like, blatantly obvious. There it is. Flame Blast Dragon. We are almost there. If you've watched this far. And a soul ring. It does come with a soul ring. I think... Oh, shit. Of course I dropped. I didn't mean to cuss. Fires of Yavimaya. I'll pick it up here in a minute. I dropped it on the floor. Of course I dropped the soul ring. Thundermaw Hellkite. Again, artworks on these. Barracks Bladewing. I gotta say, I do like these dragons, I have to say. I wonder if a, like, blue ninja red dragon deck would be fun. I know that's not really a strategy, but I'm thinking ninjutsu and then flying and some haste. And this is Frontier Siege. So many cards. Forest. More forests in here than I realized. Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker. I feel like I saw this on YouTube and the guy was saying that this wasn't a good card to have in here and it didn't quite make sense with the synergy. Until end of turn, Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature with flying, indestructible, and haste, and he doesn't lose loyalty, which I don't understand everything. I don't know what that means. Or -3, Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker deals 4 damage to target creature. I mean, it doesn't sound that bad to me. He turns into a dragon, and some of these cards are based on how many dragon creatures you own, right? Or have on the battlefield. So if he turns into a dragon creature, you know, Path of Ancestry. I mean, I'm not saying it's a great card by any means. It's 5 mana, but I've seen worse in here. But it's definitely playable. Fun note, when I was playing Drakusith Maul of Flames, when I was playing the Commander Knight for the first time, one of the guys, I think he was playing a black deck, And he did this, I can't remember what the card was called, but he did this thing where everything in your graveyard went to the field, and everything on the field went to your graveyard. And since I hadn't drawn any forests, I was having to discard cards because I had too many cards in my hand. And I ended up with like an army of like 3 or 4 dragons. And he was like, at first he was like, oh yeah, I gave you an army of dragons, that's pretty cool, right? And I was like, yeah. And then he decided to finally, I guess he just didn't read the cards. And he was like, oh snap, I shouldn't have done that. And he's like, you have like a legit and I was like, sweet. He's like, shoot, we gotta get rid of the dragons now. And I was just like, dang it. I don't know it well enough to know how to defend it. But like at the same time, it was kind of cool to know that I had cards that could be seen as a threat, you know, like, which I mean, obviously are probably playing a bad deck, but it's probably isn't considered a good deck either, because it's literally straight out the box, but it's fun, right? And that's what we're here to do, is have fun. Oh, I did do that. Alright, well, thank you if you've watched this all the way through. Give a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you do. The videos will get better. I just kind of wanted to get some out there to get it started, you know. Gotta start somewhere, right? Sometimes you just gotta get the ball rolling. But yeah. Have a good day.